Hey, it's Victoria Staten, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. For those new subscribers, welcome to the fam. And I'm so excited to update you for week 23 of my pregnancy. Today, I am technically week 24. I'm 24 weeks today. Made it to 24 weeks right before the 24th. But I wanted to give an update on the previous week because I feel like that's just the best thing to do since I've went through everything for week 23 so that I can accurately update you. So, first on the list is that the nausea is back. And I have found for me that it's not consistent like it has been in the past, thankfully. It's more of when I become hungry, like right now, I'm starting to get hungry and I'm gonna go eat half of a grapefruit because I've been obsessed lately. I need to eat a snack or I need to eat a meal and keep something on my stomach at all times because if I don't, I will get sick. So at least it's a lot more manageable, which is a great thing. Another thing is that we've been taking some pregnancy classes. We did a breastfeeding class this past week, and we also did a comforting technique classes this past week. So the breastfeeding class was very thorough. It was awesome. I am also going to be hiring a lactation consultant. Hopefully I can actually interview her on this channel. She's a doula and lactation consultant and a good friend of mine. But I wanted to learn some of the basics beforehand because I do plan to breastfeed and hopefully tandem feed at some point with boys. So that was great. And then the comfort techniques class was awesome. These are all offered through my local hospital. So if you're delivering at Norton, definitely reach out to your OB or their office and get their schedule because they offer some really, really amazing classes. And you definitely don't want to miss these. Like we did an infant CPR class last month. It was very informational, very informative. The instructors are awesome. They will answer any questions that you have. I did a pelvic pain and pregnancy class that talks all about, your pelvic floor and various pains that you might experience, how to counteract those pains, what to do, all of that. So I've learned a lot from these classes and I think that they are definitely worth your time. So I encourage you to take them. If your midwife or your hospital or whoever you are seeing for your pregnancy is offering them, I encourage you to do so. What have I been doing that is helping me? Because I have been having some hip pain, some sciatic pain, and back pain, and I think it's just because my stomach is starting to get larger. So it puts a lot more pressure on my lower extremities, and that combined with the relaxin, which is the hormone that your body releases when you are pregnant, I believe that it's releasing more. I can always tell when it's starting to up or increase. So I found that wearing a pregnancy belt, when I went to my last OB appointment, they told me that I'm gonna have to start wearing a pregnancy belt earlier than most people because I'm having twins. Maybe you're in the same boat. If you're feeling that lower back pain, just heaviness, I encourage you to wear a pregnancy belt. They are awesome. I will link one below that I personally love, and most of them are actually covered by your FSA or HSA account if you have one. So I encourage you to use some of those dollars in a great way to help you benefit from them and not have as much pain. So I really, really appreciate that. And then I also have a pregnancy pillow. I will also link one below that I love. It was my first gift that I received as soon as I announced to my family that I was pregnant. My mom purchased me one as a surprise. So I saved it until the second trimester, and I'm glad that I did because for me personally, I wanted to be able to feel a difference, and I definitely need that thing to sleep. So I encourage you to get one. It's a great investment. Some people even use them later for nursing or whatever, but they're definitely worth it during pregnancy, and maybe you can even pass it on and bless another mama to be in the future. And then another thing that I do to help with the nausea and to get a good night's sleep is I take half of a Unisom pill pretty much every single night. Something that my doctor encouraged me to do because of how much nausea I was having, and it helps so much. Like it literally, I don't toss and turn as much. I do have hip pain, so like one hip if I'm laying on the left side, which is typically supposed to be the best for blood flow to the baby, or babies in my case. When my hip starts to hurt, I have this transition over to the other side. But sleeping with the pregnancy pillow and And then another thing that I discovered, which I'll tell you in a second, have helped me significantly, and that Unisom helps so much because it helps me just get a better quality of sleep. What I've actually found to be the best is that I take a body pillow and I place it on the bed, and then I take my kind of U-shaped or L-shaped pregnancy pillow, and I place that on top of the body pillow. Right at the top where both pillows meet, I just even those out and smooth it out, and that helps with the hip pain. So I want to share that tip for you in case you're having a lot of hip pain. It has helped me so much because otherwise I would toss and turn, and my bed is extremely comfortable, and we have like a huge, like 2 or 3 inch memory foam on top of it as well, which is normally fine, but I think just because, like I said, the hormones and things, I need something else. I also found more bras that work. As you progress, you might find that they just keep growing, and it's not something that I'm used to having this much. So I found some bras that are actually Nautica brand, and I will try to link them below, that are so comfortable, other than just my nursing bras. So it maybe if you're not as full chested as I am, maybe you could go with like some camis or, you know, like a bralette. But I was just finding that those were starting to dig in, like under the band, and they were just too tight and too small, and I just couldn't deal anymore. So I had to invest in some more. But these bras I should also be able to wear while I'm nursing also, so it's a win-win. I've also found that exhaustion has come back. I kind of was drinking a little fizz, a little caffeine. I had totally cut it out for like for definitely my full first trimester and most of my second, for the beginning of my second trimester. But I just was starting to get so tired that I implemented it again. But this week, well, week 22, I started to cut it back out and just take extra naps. You know, it's good to give your body the rest. Obviously, your body's telling you that you need it, so you may as well take it in a natural way instead of introducing a stimulant. So that's back. And actually, during week 22 was the first time that I was able to see them kick and actually see my stomach move. It was crazy. I think that happened last, maybe Thursday or Friday. I was sitting there and they're just kicking. And I've noticed that when I eat more, or when I eat, they start to kick more. So I'm sure that they're really enjoying all the good food that I'm eating. Yeah, and I actually got to see some lumps. Like I could see lumps in my stomach, and that's what I'm noticing, they're getting bigger. So a lot of times when I wake up in the morning, especially this started last week, I'll see towards the top of my stomach like baby A, and then I can feel baby B like right to the side. And you can see distinguishable like lumps, and I don't know if that's like a rear end or like a head or something, but I can often feel the lumps and see them. And I learned in week 22 even more to distinguish between both boys, and I can tell you that baby A moves more than baby B, so it's kind of making me think I'm gonna swap the names, because I think one is more fitting for a more active child, and one is more fitting for a more laid back child, which of course, who knows, they could totally be playing me right now and both be hyperactive, or they could both be really calm. I pray it's more of the latter, but who knows. And then the last thing that I wanted to mention is that my indigestion is totally better. I don't really have heartburn that bad. I know there's this whole myth of if you don't have heartburn, then you're gonna have like bald babies. I think my mom didn't have a whole lot of heartburn, but I do, or at least I was eating a Tum at night because I was getting indigestion really bad, and I think I'm gonna start that back because it's a way for me to get my calcium, because I was supplementing with calcium, but it was hurting my stomach. So Tums are another great way, and they have natural Tums with better ingredients. So that is all for week 23, and watch out for week 24. I look forward to sharing with you all as I progress throughout this twin pregnancy. Thank you so much for watching. And again, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and feel free to share this with your friends, because friends don't leave friends out, and they share good information, right? If you're enjoying my vlogs, you gotta share them with your friends. So I hope you will. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great one. And until next time, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.